Welcome back to Diski Mzansi, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to grow this channel. Jeez, tonight was epic. Orlando Pirates made history again. 4 MTN8 titles in a row, stamping their dominance on this competition. Jeez, I can even feel my voice feeling like it wants to leave from the amount of screaming I was doing in the extra time. Anyway, they beat Stellenbosch FC 3-0 in extra time after a tense 0-0 in regulation. In this breakdown, we'll dig into how Pirates controlled tempo when they finally broke through, which players shone and who looked under pressure, how their substitute shifted the game, and how Stellenbosch gave them more than enough respect. Because make no mistake, this final was competitive, even if the results were as emphatic. From kickoff, Pirates tried to set a high tempo, dominate possession, especially through the wings and through midfield link-ups. They pressed Stellenbosch up, but the final third delivery and decision-making were inconsistent. Stellenbosch defended deep, compact, limiting dangerous chances. Stellenbosch, for their part, were impassive. They had moments of transition and counter-attack danger, especially through Titus Mochela and Andre de Jong. Their approach was risk-averse in some spells, but they held their defensive shape well. The pressure seemed to build on Pirates as the first half wore on. Despite multiple chances, they couldn't break through. The final ball or the composure in front of goal was off, and you could see it. Some players began to rush, lose calm when the stakes were high. Let's take a look at some of the players I feel like who felt it, especially on the Pirates side, that just weren't gelling for me personally. Lebitso had moments of showing his quality overlaps, trying to stretch the flank, but also seemed a bit overwhelmed by the magnitude of the final. And come on, guys, it's normal. It happens sometimes. Some of his crosses weren't clean. Isolation sometimes forced him into hurried decisions. It's normal in finals, especially when the game is tight and goalless. Mbule started on the field, but his influence waned. He was substituted before extra time began. Some commentary has suggested he was taken off a bit too quickly. Perhaps Odo wanted fresh legs, but Mbule's early work in linking play could have been better capitalized, honestly. Overall, composure matters in these finals. Pirates looked more comfortable as the game went on, while Stellenbosch, though defensively sturdy, struggled to maintain the intensity in tight moments, especially when Pirates began rotating and injecting pace. The turning point came with substitutions. Pirates brought on Tshepang Moremi, and Tshegofatso Mabasa. Those changes turned the screws. Moremi in particular came off the bench and became decisive. He scored a brace in extra time. The first came from a slick cross from Apollos, which Moremi finished cleanly. Then Moremi later turned provider, feeding Mabasa for the second goal. And then finally Moremi scored his second after another Apollos assist. Tempo shifted. Pirates moved from probing and keeping possession to more direct, sharper attacks. They stretched Stellenbosch, used width, then cut inside. The pressure ramped up and Stellenbosch began to fatigue. Mabasa's goal is important. More than just scoring, it symbolized that fresh attackers with energy can tilt tight finals. The assist work by Apollos deserves praise, honestly speaking. He had two key crosses and through passes that unlocked the defense. He had vision and timing. Moremi's composure under extra time pressure, finishing chances when margins are tight, both as finisher and creator. Defensively, Pirates held firm. Sage Stevens, Stellenbosch's keeper, made some crucial saves in regulation to keep Stellies alive, though. Pirates fullback and wingers, Lebitso and Mbule and those like combined well, especially late. They provided width that became dangerous. Credit to where it's due. Making the MTN8 Final twice in a row is no small achievement. Stellenbosch have cemented themselves as a top-tier side, not just in ambition, but in consistency. They defended well for long stretches. The shape worked in the first 90 despite Pirates pressing. The frustrated Pirates attacks forced them to recycle possession. Their counter-attacks, while not always clinical, showed intent. Sage Stevens in goal had a strong game. Some saves kept them in when Pirates had half chances. Some of their transitional plays showed promise. Mojela especially had glimpses of influence, but in extra time, depth, energy, and substitution was very telling. Pirates bench had more potency. Stellenbosch, however, lacked enough freshness to respond when things shifted. Given the way the game unfolded, the pressure, the dominance in possession, early opportunities, it started to feel inevitable that Pirates would find a breakthrough. The substitutions accelerated what was coming. Winning the MTN8 for the fourth time in succession isn't just a statistic. The momentum it gives is huge. Belief, increased expectations from fans, pressure for opponents. Pirates now enter the season not just as contenders, but favorites in many eyes for various trophies. In dominating fashion, maybe not through the 90, but in extra time, very much so. Pirates showed that when the game is tight, when the nerves settle, their depth, strategy, and ability to make the right changes give them an edge. For Stellenbosch, respect is earned, guys, and you guys have earned it. They didn't let this become a blowout earlier. They defended well, pushed back when needed, but finals expose small weaknesses, fitness, composure under relentless pressure, and being able to match the opponent's tactical adjustments. As we look ahead, expect Pirates to continue with this hunger. MTN8 is often seen as a curtain raiser, but winning it launches confidence. Other teams will study how Pirates manage tight games, make substitutions, and manage tempo. For Stellenbosch, they have a solid base, but to go one better, they'll need answers in bench strength and closing out big moments. The Buccaneers have done it again. 4 straight MTN8s, guys. History, dominance. But now, the real work begins this season. Will Pirates ride this wave? Can Stellies bounce back and break through next time? Only time will tell. If you like this tactical breakdown, drop a comment. Which was the key moments for you tonight? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, keep watching Pirates. Keep watching Diski Mzansi. Dango!